Those checks many of us got during the pandemic did a lot to stave off financial difficulty in the short term, but now that help is starting to rear its head. Auto loan defaults are rising this year, and it's leading to a lot more car repossessions as more Americans are finding it difficult to stay on top of their monthly payments.
I have a feeling that for those members that have experienced financial hardship, that we will see the residual effects of that over the next probably 18 to 24 months.
Chris Benson works for N, a credit union with around $7 billion in assets. He has more than 20 years of experience in this field.
The national average that they're expecting for repossessions, specifically in 2022, is around 2.2 million. So when you go back to 2019 at the $1.7 million mark, sure, that's a relatively large increase.
Data published in May by the New York Fed shows auto debt in our country rose by $87 billion in the year ending in March. Some of that can be attributed to the used car market, as car values rose by more than $10,000. But some of it, according to Chris, can also be attributed to the liberal spending practices some were afforded by the pandemic.
Looking at the last 2 years, you have to take into consideration the government assistance programs that were available to members, repossession and foreclosure moratoriums, stimulus funds. I think that had a big impact on keeping delinquency, charge-off, repossession, and foreclosure at a minimum.
There's no federal database that tracks these numbers, but there are groups that take snapshots. In June, Ford CFO said delinquencies were increasing. And last month, the auto news site Jalopnik did an analysis that showed car repossessions are up 11% among subprime borrowers, those with lower credit scores, since 2020, and have doubled from 2% to 4% among prime borrowers, or those with good credit scores.
Chris says if you find yourself in a difficult position with a loan, the best thing you can do is be fully transparent with your lender. He says there are workarounds like lowering your monthly payment, even pausing your monthly payment for a short time while you get your finances in order. In Denver, I'm Dan Grossman.